Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Shio, and today we are going to be taking a look at what the rest of 2024 has in store for you. So we will be taking a look at the general overview using some oracle cards to see what the general energies are going to be for the rest of the year, and then we'll take a deeper dive to take a look at your finances, your love and relationship, as well as your career. So we have three different groups to choose from today. We have group number 1 with the wolf and the blue appetite. Group number 2s we have snake and the labradorite. And group number 3s we have eagle and the amethyst. So take a look at the groups to see which one is calling out to you. And once you are ready, there will be timestamps down in the description for your three different groups, and I will see you there for your reading. Hi group 1s, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the blue appetite, this is going to be what is going to come in for you for the rest of 2024. So I'm going to actually start out by talking about your crystal. So this crystal is well known for its manifestation properties. So if you carry a blue appetite with you, wear it as a bracelet, it's going to help you in manifesting your desires. And this is also a very good stone to help you in self-development. So if you are hoping to build self-confidence or have more stability in yourself, do more healing, anything that is related to bettering yourself, this stone or this crystal is going to help you a lot in that. So that is a little tidbit for you guys, and in case you want to carry that crystal, there you go. So we're going to start out with your oracle cards, starting with your indicator, and you guys chose the wolf card. So when I see wolves, especially in this oracle card, it talks about having wisdom and also being a leader of a pack and guiding people to new places, or just taking care of the herd, taking care of your community. So I feel that in the next half of the year, you're going to take on a much bigger responsibility or much bigger leadership position, or you will be asked to take on that task. So maybe right now you don't feel very prepared to take on a leadership position, but just know that in the next 6 months, Spirit is going to guide you and help you towards becoming a better leader, a wiser person. And yeah, there's also what I'm seeing is that the thing that you are going to lead is going to be something that you're very, very passionate about as well. So you'll be given a blessing where you get to take charge and guide people through a journey that you are well versed on and that you are truly, wholly passionate about. All right. Now moving on to your next oracle card, you guys have the sword card, and to me this talks about having a direction, and also this card usually talks about having that swift decision. So the next 6 months, you will be given a lot of opportunities to make quick decisions and decide on the spot as well. And the wielder of the sword is responsible for the outcome of the circumstances around them. So from the look of this card and how it's drawn out, the sword stays between the light and the dark. And to me, that symbolizes that you always have the power to decide where you want to lead your life. I think in the next 6 months, Spirit is going to give you a lot of power in decision, a lot of power in guiding and leading the people that you work with or the people that you are surrounded by. Like, you will be given the mantle of the guide or the leader moving forward. And that is a big responsibility for anybody to take on. And so there would be situations where you would be asked to make choices and do what's best for everybody. And just know that whatever you decide is going to have its rewards and consequences, and believe in yourself that you have the wisdom to discern what is going to be the best for yourself and the people around you, and make swift actions, and just have confidence that even if the path might not be right, and even if you can't make the perfect decisions all the time, that there is actually no wrong way, and any detour you make is just more experiences gained and more wisdom gained on your journey. So that is another message that's coming through for you guys. It is also giving me the Two of Swords energy. So again, Two of Swords talks about making decisions and not being stuck in a conflict, or not being stuck in stagnation is going to be pretty important for you moving forward in the next 6 months. And then you guys have the Coyote and the Tura with Deceit. So you actually have like 2 of the wolf/dog card. So if you are thinking of getting a dog, you could be getting one in the next 6 months, or I feel like somebody in your life could be getting a dog as a pet. And yeah, that's just for some of us out there. But with this card, this talks about having the discernment to suss out people who are deceitful and who are lying to you. But to me, in your situation, it kind of talks less about people per se, but more of the situations. So it's like having, you know how dogs have really good sense of smell. And so what I'm seeing is that you will be given this ability to metaphorically smell out the situations and the decisions to make or to understand which decision is going to be good for you and which decisions are a facade. How, it might look good on the surface, but it doesn't really like transfer over. It's just surface level, nothing below that. So you will have this very keen sense of smell, metaphorically, to really figure out what is going to be a good decision for you. So I really think that that is a skill you're going to be gaining in this coming half of the year. All right, and then your next oracle card you guys have, Helper of Action. So this is the Knight of Wands, and this card says you're blessed with many wonderful things to do. It would be great if you could take the time to make a plan first, but you probably don't have the time. So get busy, follow your instincts, and have fun. You or someone you meet is very self-assured, capable, and enthusiastic, and can do anything with a smile. So you will be embodying this Knight of Wands energy very strongly. This is also linking back to the sword card, where you will have to take quick actions and quick decision, that there isn't really time to think about it. I feel that the next half of the year, you'll just go through opportunity after opportunity to make decisions and quick forward movements towards your dreams, your desires, and your career, and also your life. Like in any situation that you want, you're going to make quick progress, and that comes with quick decision making as well. Alrighty, and let's see what else you guys got. So your next card, you have the Seas of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. So I think that you will be seeing a lot of potential in different things that you get to experience in this next 6 months. The Seas of Mintaka are known to be so crystal clear that it feels like you're in air. If you were to imagine yourself underwater right now, but it's so clear that you don't even know that you're underwater, that's how clear the waters of Mintaka are. So I'm getting this message that you will get very, very clear visions. It might come to you in your dreams as well, and those visions are going to help you make your decisions. Like, Spirit guides, your angels, your higher self is going to talk to you and give you clear guidance and clear signals, so you can be rest assured that any decision that you have to make is going to be well guided for you. And this is also letting me know that you need to create more opportunities for yourself to tap into your intuition as well. The better you are in touch with your intuition, the quicker and faster and more accurate the messages that you get from your spiritual team is going to be. So if it's not a practice that you have done, or if it's not something that you work on regularly, it might be good for you to start that habit right now, so that when the time comes around and those messages get sent to you in form of dreams or visions, or if you're clairaudient, I'm hearing that you could hear the messages in things that you hear in your day-to-day life, that you know exactly what these messages mean and that you can get clear, concise guidance towards working towards your manifestation. All right. And then before we move on to our next portion, I'm going to take a few tea leaf cards to have more general overview of what's going to come about for you in the next 6 months. So we'll take, I think that's appropriate. That's a good number of cards. So first you have sun with happiness and well-being. That's beautiful. All right. And then what else do we have? We have wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. So this is kind of a warning. Make sure that you're not stuck on this wheel where your indecisiveness is just making the situation come back over and over and over again. If you don't want to be stuck in the situation or in any situation that you are in, make sure you're making different decisions, or make sure you're making decisions on time. Right? I'm going to move this actually. I'm going to put this here so that it's more aesthetically pleasing. All right. So we have the sun. We have, can we fit that there? Okay. And then the wheel. There we go. And next you have crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So if you are wanting to have a kid, you could be getting that in the next 6 months. But I'm also seeing that you will be creating something new for yourself because of all the doors that are opening up for you, all the opportunities starting for you. I definitely see you making or bringing something into existence. Alrighty, and then your next card, you have teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. So if you have friends that are of the same gender as you will be developing a deeper bond with them. I'm also seeing that you could be making new friends as well. So that's going to come in. A lot of celebration. I'm seeing the 3 of Cups happening for you for the next 6 months, which is fun because I always feel that the second half of the year is just a lot of celebration and family visiting and parties every month. So yeah, and then you guys have bagged something important such as a new job or a raise. So opportunity for you to have a new job, a new pay raise, get that bag, new money making opportunities. If you're an entrepreneur, you might think of a new business idea, but I just really see that you're opening the door to like a whole new level, like a whole new bunch of experiences, not just one, like multiple, and that's going to bring you a lot of abundance with it. And then you have wreath, sorrow over a loss. So that could be something that you need to leave behind. I'm getting that this is the sense of your old self, like shedding away that old skin. So I'm seeing the image of like a snake shedding the skin, and snakes don't feel sad that they have to shed skin, even though it once belonged to them, because they know that they're going to grow into a much more suitable body for themselves. And so this to me talks about you having to say goodbye to your past self, but be happy and be grateful and excited for this new you that's going to come in for the second half of the year. And then your final tea leaf card, you have kite with vacation. So if you are wanting to have a vacation, a holiday that's going to come in for you guys, this is really fun. Yeah, nice relaxing time for you, group number ones. So whatever you want to manifest, since you're the blue appetite group, make sure you have a very clear vision on what it is that you want to bring into the world, because I feel that the next half of the year, you're definitely going to be able to do that. And now we are going to go into your 3 different categories. So first, we're going to start out with your finances, and the oracle card that we got for your finances is empathy. So with this card, you have the moon in Pisces, and if we were to look at this, I think you're going to hear news of great wealth and abundance coming in. And that is coming from the fact that spirit and your spiritual team in the universe is like almost empathetic towards you. Like they really want to shower you with gift. How this boy is showering this dog with lots of love and cuddles and hugs. And financially, the universe wants to give you the cuddles in terms of money and abundance that's coming in, and you're going to first hear about the opportunity. So for you to get these finances, these financial gains, keep your ear out for the opportunities and make decisions. Like every time you hear an opportunity and it's something that's suitable for you, something that you feel that's going to work well, make that quick decision and seize that moment. That's going to be important for you to allow the finances to come in. So I think second half of the year is really a lot of action taking for you, group number 1. And let's get a few tarot cards to clarify the empathy card. Yeah, I'm really getting that the empathy is the universe taking empathy on you, you know, being kind towards you in terms of blessings. So the first card that you guys got, oh, you actually had 2 cards. So you had the Empress and the Hanged Man drop out at the same time. So I think with these 2 cards together, I'm seeing that you're finally going to get the abundance. Empress to me talks about abundance, like really big fruition. You're going to get more than you've ever asked for. You're going to be showered with a lot. Like in any situation, if you have expected maybe $1,000 to come in, you might be surprised and get like 5,000 or 10,000. And with the Hanged Man, that's just showing me that like whatever you thought is going to happen, whatever amount you thought is going to happen in terms of this abundance coming in, or what you see your finances to be the second half of the year, you're going to be blessed with way more. All right, and then let's put those 2 together because they're kind of the same. And your next card, you have the 3 of Swords. So I think when it comes to the finances, I feel like let me think about this energy, or let me see what messages I'm getting from it. I'm kind of seeing this as a warning. So Spirit is saying that you're going to be blessed with a lot of finances. You know, the universe is going to show you empathy, bless you with a lot of things coming in. However, there are some unhealthy habits that you have right now that if you don't imagine yourself having X amount of money, you're going to squander it. So what I mean by that is, if right now you can't imagine yourself, maybe let's say imagine yourself having $10,000 a month, and what you would do with the money to allocate it to investments or savings, how much you're going to save, what you're going to do with the money. If you don't put yourself in that position right now to plan for the money that's going to come in, then when the money does come in and it's more than you expected, you're going to have a hard time handling it. And it's almost like these bad habits or these untamed habits, right? Undisciplined habits are going to kind of hinder you from having a great growth financially. So Spirit is saying from now, when you're listening to this reading, you're, you know, given this kind of like a heads up, right? Your Spirit is giving you this heads up to work on your financial literacy and also work on your financial discipline and habits so that you make space, you make room, and you prepare yourself for the money that you're about to receive in the second half of the year. All right. And then your next card, you have Two of Cups. So this to me talks about the union. So you're coming into union with the financial abundance that was always meant to be yours. So this is kind of like your birthright. You're always meant to get it. And so Spirit says just be accepting of this union. Alrighty. And then let's see. I want to see if I can make space for one more. We do have one more card. I'm going to move these over here. Alrighty. Okay. And then your last tarot card, you have the Eight of Cups. So again, I think this is a reiteration that there are some bad habits that you need to leave behind financially. Work on those. Make sure that you embody the kind of person that would know how to work with the abundance you're about to get, right? Set a number in your head, a number that you think is ridiculous. And just imagine that you're someone who make that amount of money every month. How would you dedicate and allocate those money? So play pretend and then think to yourself, or, you know, just think about your habits right now and ask yourself what habits you need to leave behind so that you are ready for that abundance. So that is your financial part of the reading. And now we're going to move on to your love and relationship. So for your love and relationship, you have Venus in Leo with affair. And so this card talks about very young, youthful love. It's almost like a love affair where you don't really care about the consequences. I'm not seeing this in a negative way. So if you're in a relationship, I'm not saying that an affair is going to happen to you or your partner. But I do see that if you're single, this card indicates that new love could be coming to you. It'll be love that sweeps you off your feet and almost feels like it's not too good to be true, but like it's so good that like you can't tell people because they will explode if they hear it because it's just too cute and too sweet. So that's the energy that I'm getting. And if you are already in a committed relationship, I do see that you and your partner are going to find new ways to refresh this love and just be in love all over again, fall in love all over again, and find new ways to commit to each other. And there'll be lesser conflict this second half of the year because I do see more celebration that's going on. And I also see that you guys are just going to work really well together this second half of the year. All right. And so we're going to take a look at your tarot cards now to see if we have any clarifiers for the love and relationship. So Spirit, can we have cards to clarify about group number 1's love and relationship? Let's take these. Can we get 2 more cards, please? Oh, this one wanted to come out. Can we get, oh, that one. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if I can fit 5 cards. We'll see. All right. So we're going to first start with the Queen of Swords. I think this really wanted to come out. I feel like this currently talks about your energy right now. You might be in a place where you don't necessarily feel very romantic. I feel like you seem a little more harsh, cutthroat almost, and not very lovey-dovey. And I feel like this energy is going to end. Yeah, this harshness, this stone coldness that you have is going to end, moving on to the second half of the year. You have Nine of Pentacles, so a very stable, solid relationship, something that you have hoped for and wished for is going to come into fruition, be it with a new partner or the partner that you already have. So whatever status you have in your relationship right now is going to become more solidified, right? So if you're single, you'll find a solid relationship. If you're already in a relationship, it'll get into a more solid ground. And then you have Five of Wands. I feel that with this, I'm almost getting the energy that like you and your partner would be able to face any kind of challenges that the world throws at you. Like it'll be us against the world kind of almost, but it's not like the world is going against you, but whatever challenges life is going to throw, whatever changes, whatever growth opportunities life throws at you, you and your partner will be able to find a way through it or stand firm together. You guys also have Nine of Wands, and so yeah, I think this to me is kind of the same messages I'm getting from the Five of Wands. So just standing your ground, facing the challenge together as a team, and really just solidifying this union even more. And then you have Knight of Cups, so definitely a lot of emotional fulfillment coming in. I feel that your partner is going to show you a lot of love. If you are going through situation, if you're in a relationship right now and you're going through a situation that is making you doubt your partner's love for you, I do have a reading clarifying how they express their love. I'm going to link it up in the card, but you can take a look at that reading if you are interested. But I just feel that you will be receiving love in a way that you can actually comprehend and you can see. So there will be no doubts that your partner or the new relationship that you're going to enter into, there will be no doubt that they love you and that they care about you. So yeah, that is what I see for your love and relationships for the rest of this year or the next 6 months. And then finally, we're going to look into your career. And for your oracle card, you guys have flirtation. And this is the Venus in Sagittarius. So to me, Sagittarius energy always talks about optimism. Sagittarius are just very courageous and they're such go-getters, and they are, no matter how much life knocks them down, they always somehow can try to find the bright side of things. My favorite Sagittarius is Taylor Swift. And I just feel like someone like that is just, you know, like nothing can really get them down. They just keep going. So I feel that in your career, you're going to move forward and you're going to keep your career growing. Sagittarius also to me points upwards, and I feel like your career is going to ascend and move upwards. No matter where you are right now, you are going to get new responsibilities and you're going to be able to do all those things that people ask of you. I think with this card, I'm seeing that you're going to look very juicy, almost like you're going to look very attractive to your employers or your prospective employers. People are going to look at you in awe and be really, you'll be really admired by your employers. If you are self-employed, you're going to be admired by the people that you come into contact with. And yeah, it's almost like all these people are trying to flirt with you, but not in a romantic way. Like they're trying to give you many different job offers and opportunities because everybody just wants a piece of you when it comes to work and career. So we're gonna take a few, let's see, tarot cards to get some confirmation or clarifiers for your career for the rest of 2024. So let's see what we got. Okay, so your first card, you have Queen of Pentacles. So this, I'm gonna just leave the cards there. Okay, so Queen of Pentacles. I love how the career is linking back to your finances. And this is showing me that not only are you going to be well admired in your field of work, you're also going to be paid for your skills, paid for what you're worth, and you're going to stand in your power. Like, you will be in a position that is going to be admired by the people around you. You might have a pay raise or even just a promotion in terms of your status in where you're working at. And it's going to give you a position of power, authority, and it will also come with a really big bag of abundance. You have the Page of Wands. So you have a lot of wand cards actually with, you know what? This is definitely the Knight. But you also have the Page of Wands. So I just feel that career-wise, you will be able to embark on a journey that you are passionate about. It's a new project, and people will allow you to pursue your passions. You won't be in a situation where they shut down your ideas or they say no to how you want to move things. They are going to be more willing and accepting of what you have your vision to be. And yeah, like, people would want to be on board with you. They want to listen to you when you pitch your ideas, and they just want to hear you talk. I'm hearing like they just want to hear and listen to your ideas and be mesmerized by how creative you can be. And then you also have Two of Pentacles. I do see that you will have more responsibility that you'll have to juggle. And so it's going to be a little bit of a learning curve. And you might be uncomfortable at first because when you experience something new, there's always that learning, like growing pain that you have to go through. However, life will not give you anything that you can't handle. And so Spirit is saying this is a chance for you to learn how to juggle these responsibility and master it. And you will master it. So you're gonna finish off the rest of this year being more capable in what you can handle. And your last card, you have the Wheel of Fortune. I just feel like career-wise, a lot of opportunities are coming in for you. You're going to be really, really fortunate and abundant. And it's just beautiful because I feel like that ties in very nicely with the rest of your reading, because your career is moving forward so much that you have all these abundances coming in. And remember how this wheel was talking about making sure that you make decisions and that you learn from the lessons that life is giving you. I feel like you will be able to get through it. You will be able to learn from life's lessons, and that's why instead of just being a normal wheel like that, you'll be given this beautiful golden wheel with a lot of blessings by the end of this year. So group number 1, that was such a fun reading. Thank you so much for being here with me today and allowing me to do this reading for you guys. I really hope that this resonated with you. And if it did, you can leave me a like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye! Hi Group 2s, welcome to your reading. And you've chosen the Labradorite crystal. And this is going to be a reading about what to expect for the second half of 2024. So I'm going to start out by talking about your crystal. And this Labradorite crystal is known to enhance your creativity and also help you develop your spiritual abilities. I see that in the next 6 months, you guys will be spending more time doing things like meditation or journaling. If it's already a habit that you've implemented, I see that you're going to go deeper into it. It's going to become more of a routine. And I also see that you'll be working through some breakthroughs with those spiritual practices. And if you are new to practices like meditation and journaling, I see that you will start that journey in the second half of 2024. But overall, I just see that you're gonna go deeper within yourself and you're going to have more experiences of self-discovery. I'm also seeing that with this crystal, it is going to help you activate your throat chakra and your third eye chakra. So that's going to help you in terms of communication. And if you're a musician, you use your voice to make plans or make music or share messages to the world. I see that your voice is going to be playing a crucial part in the second half of the year. And I'm also getting a message from Spirit that you need to communicate things that are channeled through you, that you're going to have good messages to share with the rest of the world. And with the third eye chakra, I'm also seeing that you're going to be very insightful in the second half of the year, almost psychic in a way, but I feel that you're just going to have better idea of things that are happening around you and a better sense of intuition from the circumstances that are around you. And now we're going to get into your oracle cards, starting with the one that you chose, which is the snake. So again, with the snake card, it is said that snakes are creatures that guards wisdom and intuition, and it's kind of like an intuitive power. So with this snake guarding the flower of life, I feel that it is in line with the crystal that you chose, in the sense that you're going to really go deeper into the mystical side of the world. I think you're going to start experiencing shifts in spiritual energy that's going to resonate outwards into your physical body. Like you will feel a sense of calm or a sense of knowingness, a sense of stability that is going to come forth in how you feel physically. An example I can give is maybe if you were in the same situation that stressed you out before or made you spiral into a negative mindset, when you come across the same situation again in the second half of the year, you realize that you respond differently, your body reacts differently, and that you're not as affected by it as you were before. So that's one kind of development that I'm seeing. I'm also seeing that you're going to tap a lot into your healing. And I think that you're going to start to learn and discover more about holistic healing and keeping your health in check. So doing maintenance things instead of, like deterring bad things from happening to your health instead of fixing it. So for example, like the holistic approach is to make sure that your health doesn't deteriorate. And then the medical approach is when your health has gone down the hill, then you pop some pills to just mask the pain. So I see that you'll be going towards more of a healthy, holistic approach, and you're going to prevent health problems from even occurring in your life. All right, and then moving on to your next oracle card, you have the Queen, and that's number 11 on it. So number 11s could be significant to you. I feel like you might be seeing 1111 quite a lot, and double ones or triple ones could be numbers that you're seeing often, and that is a sign from Spirit and a confirmation that you're on the right path. And with the Queen card as well, I feel that the second half of the year you're going to embody this feminine energy. This card often reminds me of the Empress, so I do see that there's a lot of abundance that's going to come in as well, and there could be possibility of new things being created. So you could, if you have the ability to create a new life, you could be doing that. But I also see that you could possibly be creating new business ventures, new adventures, new experiences in your life as well. And the moon to me indicates that you will be tapping into your intuition to birth all these new creations into life. It's not going to be an action taken upon the ego. So it's not going to be action taken just because the people around you told you to, or you watch a video and you feel like that's the right, like you, even though you're not inspired by it, you just think that, you know, because people tell you that this is the way to do it, that you do it. I feel that second half of the year, you're really going to go into your confidence and your power, and you're going to listen to what your intuition is going to tell you, and you're going to follow what your heart says. with the lotus as well, I think that the deeper you go inwards, where we have our shadow self, our childhood wounds, the deeper you work with those energies, the more beautiful the creations are going to be. So in a sense, like, it's giving me almost like a dark feminine energy. No matter what gender you resonate with, it's like that energy where you use that darkness to propel you forward and bring light and beauty into the world. And if you were to look at it again, you have the snake. Again, I feel like the snake is really symbolizing you tapping into your intuition, awakening that kundalini in your body. I also feel that if you're not yet aware of your chakras, I feel that the second half of the year, since you're going more into the holistic side of life, I think you're also going to start learning more about chakra. Because when I think about the kundalini, I just think about all your 7 chakras lining up together. Maybe doing more things like yoga so that your body is in line, getting adjustments from a chiropractor to keep your nervous system in check and your spine in check and everything aligned as well could be really beneficial for you, and also really significant for you as well for the second half of the year. And then we have 6 of emotion, with memories can fill your heart with many emotions. It's important to remember your past accurately without seeing it as better or worse than it was. People you used to know may return to your life unexpectedly. Children could be an important issue, or you may need to reconnect with your inner child. So again, this links back to the Queen card that we just talked about, that the deeper you go into your inner child, the more you sort of reflect, and you could even journal on it, upon your childhood, how it made you feel, and how this card is talking about not really judging it as better or worse than where you are now, but looking at it for what it is and seeing what lessons you can pull from it, and what realizations you can do, and what development you can have from going into your childhood. It's going to play a very key role in the success or the experience that you're going to have for the second half of the year. And also with 6 of Cups, I do see that there could be people from your past coming towards you to help you and to maybe rekindle something with you again. I really do see that there's this one person from your past coming in to rekindle, give you a gift of love, and maybe even like come and take care of your pet. Or if you have pets, I feel like this person from your past would use the pet as like a talking point to rekindle something with you again, group number 2s. So that could be happening second half of the year. So whether you want that person to return or not, that's up to you. And you can prepare for what could possibly happen. And next, you guys have the Goat and Willow with overcoming obstacles. So I feel that with this card, this is talking about... okay, I'm getting the message that the willows grow on gravestones, and they're like entrance to the underworld. And entrance to the underworld give me the impression of you entering into your inner self, right? Because that's like deep within us. I'm also seeing that these obstacles that you need to overcome are things that you've already have gone through. Like, the obstacles are already things that you've gone through, and you're going to overcome them. Group number 2. With the goat, the goat is well, if you know the term, you're the goat. I also feel like people are going to think that you're the goat for the second half of the year. But I also feel that goats are creatures that are just so amazing, that they can stand on the cliff edge and not fall. They can be in the tippy tops of the trees, and you can... I don't know, growing up, I just never imagined a goat being able to climb trees. And now it's just like a fact that goats are just amazing creatures. So in a sense, I feel that you're also amazing. And oh my gosh, look at this. So the goat card is also card number 11, which is the same as the Empress card. So 1111 again, very, very significant. And I also seeing, I'm seeing now that the things that you experience from the past, the obstacles from the past are supposed to be there. They were meant to happen so that you can reflect upon it. You could be a Scorpio, or your North Node could be in Scorpio, because that's like the tendencies of Scorpio ascendants, that they will have the same lessons repeating over and over and over again, because they can actually draw so much from that one lesson, and you either don't do it, or you reflect on the lesson but only like brush the surface of it. You don't go deep enough to get all the benefits and all the growth that you can get from that one lesson. And so spirit just brings the lesson over and over again. So if you are somebody who feel like you're always in the same situation, or no matter how hard you try, like for example in relationships, no matter how much you learn to read relationship books, look out for red flags, find the right partners, somehow you always end up attracting the same kind of people. That could be a lesson in itself, in realizing that maybe you have not really tapped into the true lessons of what the past relationships are supposed to teach you. And so you end up in the same relationships or same kind of relationships over and over again, and the same situations play out because you have not learned the real lesson yet. So if that's applicable for you, really journaling is going to help you a lot in discovering what it is that you can learn. And we can never guarantee that everything that we have taken from an event that happened in our life has, no more benefits for it. But I think the more you can reflect upon it, and the more you can learn from all these experiences, the better chance you'll have at not repeating the experiences in your life in the future. And then you guys have Portal. The doors are opening, you decide rewards, wild card. So this card has been coming out quite a lot for me in the past few readings. So if you are someone who has this card a lot in your readings that you read from me, you can leave me a little door emoji. That'd be really cute to see. But anyway, I think that you're walking through this new chapter into your life. I feel like after the month of June, the second half of the year is going to feel like a whole new year for you. Like, it's not even going to feel like part of 2024, because of how much you're going to grow and change, and all these new wonderful things that you're going to experience. I just feel like every single month you're going to have so much exciting new things happening, because you are going through this door. You're getting the rewards. And with a wild card, I'm getting the message of like card games, where usually wild cards are cards that you want to keep, because they can be anything, right? Like in Uno, it can be a blank slate. Like wild cards are just free flowing. There's nothing stopping them from being whatever they want to be. So I feel like that's the kind of energy that you're getting as well, group number 2s. Like, you're getting this wild card energy. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Yeah, like whatever you want to achieve, whatever thing you want to bring into your life, you're gonna get it. That's the energy of the wild card. Ooh, and you guys have, wow. So I wanted to take a few tea leaf cards, and the whole stack of them dropped down, and so we have 5 cards right there. Spirit, I'm going to need one more. Could you give us one more card for, oh, well, 2 cards drop. This is amazing. Look. Okay, so first card that dropped out is wealth. That is so cool for you, group number 2s. Like, yes, so what's coming in the second half of the year, you're gonna get a lot of wealth. All right, so this is also one of those like special cards in the tea leaf oracle. This is the astral, the green card. And then you have 3, affairs with your family. So I feel like your family life could be healing. And I don't know, I kind of want to take this wealth card and put it here for now. I feel like it's significant. But yeah, I think that wounds with your family could be healing. And I also feel like you're going to build more foundations, stronger foundations with your family and have a more balanced family life in the next 6 months. Let's put it here. And then you guys have not unsuccessful plans. So I think that any unsuccessful plans that you've had in the past, so maybe things that you want to achieve but never got it off the ground, I think Spirit is saying revisit them again. Maybe when you are going back in your past and reflecting upon it, revisit these plans again to see if you can approach it differently this time. And this time round, I feel that your results will be very, very different. You'll have a different approach to it, and therefore different outcomes will come upon it. Oh my gosh, you guys have happiness. So you're gonna be very happy in the next 6 months. Group number 2s. I'm actually gonna put these like astral house cards up here because you have 3 of them. So that's really cool. You guys have April. So I believe that this is a change that started back in April when the eclipse happened. Like, I just feel like that eclipse season was so transformative, and I feel like it affected a lot of our energy. I personally felt like a whole different person ever since the eclipse season, because if you were to look back on my channel, this channel specifically, I started my videos last year and then I stopped like around August, right? And I just never had the motivation or the inspiration to pick it back up. And then the eclipse season rolled around this year and I decided to make tarot reading videos again. And I don't know, it's been different even for me. So I feel like maybe that's the same for you as well. Like, something's been different for you since the eclipse season in April. And then you guys have Mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. This is giving me 2 different messages. 1, I think that you need to stand firm in things that you believe in, even if everybody tells you otherwise. And 2, if you are trying to change the people around you to act differently, behave differently, think differently, try new habits out, you need to remember that they have their own free will, and you could inspire them, you could tell them the right thing, but at the end of the day, unless they want to do it, you can't really force them. You can't force someone to change. So I feel like in the next 6 months, you'll be recognizing a lot of these like stubborn energy around you. And the message that I'm getting is that whenever you see that, give them grace and give yourself grace as well in realizing that that is the personification or like the manifestation of the free will that the universe gives to all of us. Like, if you look at someone being stubborn and seeing that as not something against yourself, but seeing that as the manifestation of free will and our will to create anything that we want in this world, no matter how much everything try to persuade you otherwise, you're going to be able to go really far in the next 6 months. All right. And then your last, oh my gosh, your last astral card, you have love. So you have happiness, wealth, and love. There you go. I think that you guys are going to have a fantastic second half of the year. Yeah. That's just so cute. Okay. And so now we're going to get into your specific categories of your reading. We're going to first look at your finances, and then we'll look at your love and relationship, then we'll look at your career. The reason why I have finances and career, even though they could be interchangeable and intertwined, I just feel like finances is more of a material physical gain, and career is more of like incorporating personal growth as well. So that's why I have the 3 different categories like that. But anyway, we're gonna start out with your finances. You have exaltation with the moon in Taurus. If you're familiar with my readings, whenever I see Taurus, I just think of it as financial abundance. So this is a sign from spirit that you're going to be very, very abundant in your financial aspects of your life. Second half of the year, you're going to see a lot of fruits to your labor as well. So anything that you've been putting a lot of effort into to grow, and to, if it has the possibility to get any kind of financial gain from it, it is going to bear fruits, and you're going to have more than you thought you were going to have. Like, you thought you were going to have just 1 cup, you're going to actually have 2. So and also fruits like just all around. And you also have a number 2 again. So I feel like 2s are just so significant. Like 11 makes 2, right? Because 1 plus 1. So you're coming into union with something. Like, there's a partnership that's going to happen in your finances. A partnership, maybe you're working with a company, or maybe you're gonna get like people reaching out to you. There could be multiple partnerships too, because, you know, group 2, you have multiple 11 cards. So I just feel like people would want to work with you and would want to be in union with you, and that union is going to help bring a lot of financial stability and financial abundance into your life. This card also specifically talks about anything that you work from home. Like, you don't have to work from home. You could have like a 9 to 6 or 9 to 5 job elsewhere, but any project that you do from your house has the potential to go really, really far and bring in a lot of financial abundance for you, group number 2s. All right, so now we're going to get into your tarot cards and get more messages about your financial. Okay. Oh, I feel like the cards are just coming out. So let's see, how many cards can I fit? I think I can do 5. So Spirit, can we get 2 more cards to talk about to talk about group 2's financial life in the next 6 months? So Spirit wanted to give you more cards than 2. So we're going to start out with the ones that came out first. So you have 5 of Pentacles, and I feel like this energy doesn't match whatever we were talking about. So it's definitely talking about the past. I feel that you were probably going through a time where you felt financial pinch, financial strain, and you just feel like financial abundance just... You came from a place where you thought that financial abundance was hard to get and hard to reach. And then the Tower card came out after that. So I feel that something happened, like something clicked overnight, or some unhealthy beliefs around finances. This 5 of Pentacles card around your finances changed somehow. Like, it could be from something that you listened to, or just overnight, like something in you changed, right? From you doing reflection, and that unhealthy belief, or that belief that abundance is difficult, starts to fall through, like fall away. And then the Sun card came out. So I feel like after a dark time, after all these crumbling happened, you finally saw the light, and you start to see things in a much more positive way. And so this is where we are at right now. And if you're not quite here at the Sun yet, just know that you are going to be like falling away from these unhealthy habits that you have around finances. Like, these unhealthy beliefs that you have around finances is going to fall away for you. And then you have the Hierophant. So you will come into this to me talks about legalities and coming into union, signing things in, like doing things like in a traditional way. So think like contracts. So I feel that second half of the year, you're going to open up a lot of opportunities, and because of the possibility or the positivity that you have around your finances, you will open up more contracts into your life that's going to help you gain financial abundance. I don't know what I'm doing with my cards, like they just don't line up. I'm gonna move this up. Okay, there we go. And then you have the Ace of Swords. So this is new ideas coming into you. I think that with the contracts that you will be getting, you're also going to get new creative ideas to work with. This also to me talks about communication. So you'll have new things that you want to communicate to the world about. And then you have the Four of Pentacles. You would have abundance, like that's going to stay with you for a long time. If you're someone who feel like money is always fleeting, like if you're living paycheck to paycheck, and just getting, you're not struggling, but you're not also having like a lot of residual income that just stays and like builds up in your savings account. Spirit is saying that in the next 6 months, you're going to start to learn how to save, and you're going to have residual income that you can work with that is slowly going to start building, and you're going to start amassing like wealth. It's not going to be the immediate 10 of Pentacles, but I think the message in it is that you're supposed to look at, even if it's just like $10 or a couple $100s, right? Something that you think that is like a small amount. If you're able to put that away and store it and save it and not use it, be grateful about that. Like look at that with gratitude and focus on even the little amounts that you can save. And before you know it, you're going to have a big wealth. Like that's how you start. Everybody starts from the little trickles, the $1 to $2, and then that builds up and it compounds into a lot eventually. So that is the message I'm getting for your finances. So now we're gonna go into your love and relationship, and you have riches. This is very interesting because I would have totally like expected this to come out from your finance reading, but I also feel like 10 is about like material completion and manifestation into material reality. So I feel that whatever you have wanted to manifest or build on in your relationships in your life is going to come into fruition in the next 6 months. You're going to see a lot of like physical changes and changes around you, like people doing different things around you in terms of your relationships and the people that you interact with. I'm also seeing that there's a lot of pink in this card, and that to me reminds me of love, heart chakra. So you're going to have a lot of people who express kindness towards you, who are just sweet and nice to you. If you're in a partnership, your partner is going to be extremely sweet, and they're going to shower you with like a lot of gifts. It is also like in the northern hemisphere, it is a gifting season, second half of the year. You know, you have like celebrations and Christmas and New Year's and Thanksgiving and all that stuff. So I feel like you will be showered with a lot of gifts in this next 6 months. And yeah, we have Saturn in Capricorn. So you have like earth signs quite a bit. So earth signs could be significant, and that is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo could play a very important role in the next 6 months. But Saturn being in Capricorn also feels like that's like the sign that Saturn loves to be in. So I feel that relationship wise, you're gonna come into a very comfortable, very happy position. Yeah. Like physically, materially, if that makes sense. Okay, so now let's take a look at the tarot cards to see what we got and what we're working with you have quite a bit of major arcana cards in your reading as well, group 2. But we're going to first start out with the Six of Pentacles. So this is really someone showering you with material wealth. This card is so cute because you have this little boy playing the flute and you have these waterfall, right? Like this little fountain that's going through. I know typically Six of Pentacles is just like a scale and like 6 coins, but this has water, so I'm seeing that you'll be showered with love and emotion, right? That's water energy. But not only that, you'll also be showered with material possessions, like actual physical gifts or physical actions. And you're this tiny little plant that's just like soaking in all of it. So that is a beautiful energy to start out with for your relationship reading. And then you also have the star. So the star always to me talks about wishes coming true. So yeah, like how do I even, your emotional wish, things that you've always wanted to feel, like the kind of love that you've always wanted to feel from the people around you, you're gonna feel all of that without any of the anxiety or the stress that comes from it. Yeah. Okay. And then you have the Knight of Swords. And this is talking about people that are going to be willing to stand up for you. People that will communicate your worth for you. I also feel like this is a very fast moving energy as well. So if you're wondering, how long it's going to be or how long you have to wait for all these feelings or this relationship to come around, it's going to be really fast. Like if there's a communication that you've been waiting on with somebody, like that communication is going to come in very, very quickly. I would say at the start of the second half of the year, that's when the communication is going to start. And then like all these abundances are going to go from that communication. And you also have the Hanged Man. So Hanged Man to me kind of give the same energy as the Hermit card almost, but there's a change in perspective that you are going to have from your relationships. So if there was like a certain person that you had a certain impression of, that's gonna change in the second half of the year. I think you're going to start seeing people differently, and you're going to, because of the change in the relationship, you're going to start appreciating people a whole lot differently than you did before. And so or like if you had any childhood wounds from your family, because of the reflection that you're doing, you're now seeing them in a whole new light. Like I think you're gonna be able to give forgiveness to the people who wronged you, or maybe just like detach yourself from the situation where you don't carry that pain and that weight, and that's going to give you that emotional freedom from the trauma or the pain that you had to go through in your relationships in the past. All right, so that is your love and relationship. And now we're going to get into the last part, which is your career. And you have acquisition with the sun in Taurus. You have another Taurus card. And oh my gosh, look, you have another number 2. That's crazy. I'm not going to repeat the same message, but number 2s are very significant. I would say go watch group number 2, but you are group number 2. So, hey, you're in the right group. Yeah, and with acquisition, what I'm seeing is that look at how rich looking these people are. I just feel like wealth and abundance is just showered all over your reading. So if you're worried about finances, if you're thinking and listening to this reading going like, I just care about money, dude. Like, I just want to know if I'm going to have money or not. You're going to have a lot of money. I also feel like in your career, you're going to be kind of high up there. So if you just started, you're going to have a lot of promotions. If you've worked in your career for a bit, you're going to end up at a higher position and somewhere that holds power and authority, and some in a position or in a career field, or you're going to have career gains that is going to make people look up to you. Like, you know how people will look at these figures in the past and be in awe of them, and even be a little envious of what they have. So I feel like in your career field or whatever you're pursuing as your job, your business, people are going to have a little bit of an envy. You're going to inspire people and you're going to make them envious of what you have achieved and what you can achieve. And they're going to look at you and be like, wow, that's my goal. That's my dream. Like, I want to work hard and be like this person, or I want to get to where this person is. This person is inspiring me. And that's the kind of energy that you have for going into the second half of the year. And let's get into your tarot cards to see any further messages that we can have from your reading. So Spirit, can we talk about group number 2's? I know this wanted to come out. Let's take this too. Can we talk about group number 2's career, please? Can I have one more card? Thank you. All right, so you have 5 of Wands. So definitely, I think that you probably had to work your arse off to get to where you're at. I think you didn't get there without any kind of obstacles or pushback. So you definitely had to prove your worth, right, to get to where you're at. But the thing is, you were able to stand up for yourself and stand your ground, and you were able to defend what you needed to defend, and therefore you are getting that acquisition. This is how you get to that level that people look up to. Like, you had to work through it. You had to work through the challenges to get there. And so if you have not worked through the challenges, Spirit is saying second half of the year, there's going to be a few obstacles in your career, but nothing that you can't work through. Obstacles are what you will call boss fights. If you're a gamer, like, you have to fight the boss to level up. You have to fight the boss to clear the dungeon and get the loot and then become stronger. You can't get stronger without fighting the boss. So when you see obstacle, just tell yourself, that's my level boss fight. That's my dungeon's boss fight. I just gotta keep fighting that boss. Not physically though. Don't physically fight your boss. And then you have Queen of Pentacles. So you're going to be in that abundant, really, this is like, I think I was listening to a reading and someone described this card as like a really rich, well-off single mom. So that's the kind of energy. And single mom is in a sense that, like, she doesn't have to rely on anybody to support her. So I feel like you are going to be in this energy where you don't have to rely on anybody for support. And yeah, like, you're just going to be very admired. And you're going to come from this place of like stability and obviously a lot of financial abundance. And then you guys have 10 of Wands. So again, nothing is without its challenges. Nothing is without the burdens. So I think you are also going to be able to look at this girl. Like, she's able to carry a whole city on her back. And I feel like that's the energy that you're gonna have. Like, you're gonna have the capacity to carry a whole dang city on your back. Maybe you're gonna run for mayor. Yeah, but I'm seeing that this is kind of like an encouragement in helping you believe in your capacity, your ability, and how much you can actually do. And it's also kind of an advice that you're gonna have to carry quite a bit. You know, the people who get to where they are, like over here, their gowns are heavy. They have a lot of things they have to put on your body. this beauty doesn't come without its weight. So you're going to get that career recognition, but it's not going to come without the work that you have to put on yourself. Spirit is saying you have the capacity to carry it, but at the same time you owe it to yourself to not have to carry it all the time. When it is time to not work and to just take a break, you owe it to yourself to relax and take intentional relaxation and self-care moments to help you through this journey. And then you have 8 of Cups. So there could be something that you're walking away from in the second half of the year. Maybe that you would walk away from your old position because you get promoted to a new position. Maybe you apply for a job and you walk away from the old place to go to a new job. Or you're walking away from maybe relying on a certain aspect of the career because now there's something else that you can grow and work on, and there's something better that's coming for you. So this 8 of Cups is giving me the energy that like you're walking away from something that is no longer in alignment with you, but it's not any kind of like a sad kind of parting. You're just walking to a brighter future. Like you don't even notice that you're walking away from your past because the future is so bright and beautiful, and you're walking through the portal that, yeah, like it's gonna be a good walking away moment in your career. So that was so fun. Group number 2, thank you so much for being here with me today and for allowing me to do this reading for you. I really appreciate you being here. And if this reading resonated, you can leave me a like, comment, or subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye! Hi Group 3s, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the Amethyst, this is going to be what you can expect for the second half of 2024. And I'm going to start out the reading by talking a little bit about the crystal that you chose. So Amethyst to me always links to your crown chakra. I feel that in the next 6 months, you're going to be connecting with your spirit guides and your higher self. You're going to be in your intuition and working on things that will heal the crown chakra. I also believe that amethyst is a crystal that is going to give you a clear insight, and it could be visually or auditorily, but I just think that you're going to have clearer messages come in because of this crystal. It is also a crystal that will help you heal any blockages or wounds that you have. So that is the main energy of your 6 months ahead moving forward. And now I am going to get into your oracle card, starting with the eagle. So to me, the eagle talks about seeing things from a very different perspective, from a higher perspective. Eagles always find their prey, or they suss out their prey from such high views, and yet they're able to find small preys on the ground. So I feel that you tapping into your higher chakra, so your third eye and your crown chakra, when you're able to be in those energy, you're going to see your life and the world from a whole different perspective. And I feel like you'll get like a bird's eye view, almost like an eagle's eye, 2020 vision on how your goals should be and where you should move in terms of your life. So if you have career goals or relationship goals, I feel that taking a higher perspective is going to help you reach those goals much easier. And yeah, you're going to be able to seize that happiness with that as well. And I'm also, this is pretty random, but I'm also getting the message that if you have been having this habit of waking up really late and eating into your mornings, Spirit is saying that you might actually benefit just health-wise, be it physical or mental health, from waking up a little bit earlier. I'm getting the phrase, the early bird catches the worm. So I really do see that you will get a bit of an advantage by getting up early, and you'll be able to get a little bit more done as well throughout your day if you start your day off a little earlier. I know some people would hate that message, but I'm just sharing with you what I'm getting from Spirit. All right, next you have the offering card. So this card is pretty straightforward. I feel like next 6 months you're going to be offered something, and it's going to be something that you really, really need. So whatever you feel like you are lacking in this moment of your life, you're going to be receiving it in the next 6 months, right? So if it's self-care or peace and rest that you're lacking, you're going to have more opportunities that are going to allow that thing to happen. I'm also seeing that with the hand that's coming out, Spirit is saying that you need to be ready for the offering that's coming in. Make sure that you don't have too much on your plate so that when more things are blessed upon you, you have the space and the capacity to accept it and receive it. And that also means that you need to think about what you have to let go of, what is no longer serving you. So think about decluttering. If you have to physically declutter the things in your house, to toss the old things, donate them to someone who could use it better, go ahead and do that. But Spirit is saying make space in your surroundings so that we can give more to you, so that you can receive more offering, better offering from us, right? So things that were long ago, like old clothes that you no longer need to wear but you're just having it in your closet, remove them so that you can allow new things to come in. Make space in the energy field, no matter what we're talking about. If it's kind of like emotional space, like make space, because by creating the vortex, the universe will be asked to fill it. If you hold on to too many things, you don't have space to allow these blessings to come in. So I think starting out the second half of the year, you are really being encouraged to make more space for new blessings to come into your life. And then your next oracle card, you have the Lover's card, number 6. Open your heart. Allow love to grow and bloom all around you. You've waited for this emotionally fulfilling experience for such a long time, and now the time has come. Make your choices by listening to your heart and then following the steps you're guided to take. Joy will lead you to a vibrant, healthy life. So I think that if you are looking for a committed relationship, a union of some kind, you're definitely going to get that in this next 6 months. You're going to meet your partner or somebody that you can walk this path of life with, right? Somebody that you're going to be committed to for a long time, if not forever. So they're definitely coming in. If you are already in a relationship or everything around you is stable, I just see that you're going to come into union with an energy that you will walk with forever. So what I'm getting is maybe you might meet new connections that is going to be your forever friends, or you might embark on new business adventures that like you're going to take with you for the rest of your life. So something is coming into union with you, something that is truly aligned for you and that was written for you, like you were meant to experience this in your lifetime, is coming in. So this is a very significant event that's happening in the next 6 months of this reading. Alrighty, and then your next oracle card, you have the Otter and Cattail with peace. So I think that you guys would also be receiving a lot of rest and relaxation from like, you know, everything around you for the next 6 months. I'm also getting that I think you need to carve out more time to practice peacefulness. So like what I'm seeing is, I feel like you might be in like a very masculine energy going into this second half of the year, and Spirit is saying that it is important for you to be more in a feminine energy. This blue reminds me of water, And otter is also a water creature, so like being in the flow of things, allowing things to happen, and not having such tight control over situations, circumstances, and how you want life to play out is going to be very important in the next 6 months. So let go of control, flow with the stream of life, and find peace in whatever you're doing. So if that means that you need to dedicate an entire day of self-care every week, or however many times you need it, go ahead and do that, right? But make sure that you're intentionally using that time to find peace for yourself, group number 3. Oh, and also I'm getting that with the Lovers card, it also talks about Gemini, and we just got into Gemini season as I am uploading this video. So I feel like whatever changes we're talking about is going to start right now, which also makes sense because this video is coming out in June, and that's the second half of the year. All right, and you guys have weight of the world, boundaries, let it go, it is not yours to carry. So a very strong message, group number 3s, about letting go of something and not carrying some weight with you. So I feel like some reflection is in order. Take maybe the next couple of hours to reflect upon what is it that you've been carrying with you that's been weighing you down. You can feel that you're stressed out by the tension in your neck and shoulders. Did you know that? So if you feel like you have very or uncomfortable like shoulder aches or neck pains, you get headaches sometimes, it could actually be because you're carrying a lot of emotional stress and emotional tension with you. So if you are feeling any sort of way like that, think about what is causing you emotional stress and do what you can to remove that stressor, or find the best coping mechanisms you can have for that stressor in your life. Yeah, that's a very like, I don't know, it's like a very strong message that's coming across. I just think that there's something that's weighing you down right now that you need to find and remove from your life. All right, and now I'm gonna take a few tea leaf cards to get more messages about what we can expect for your next 6 months. So Spirit, can I have a few more? Okay, I think we have all we needed. So let's see what you guys have. Group 3s, you have Owl with good advice from a wise person. So I feel like there are people around you trying to help you to get out of this energy of stress and carrying too much on your shoulder. And so if you feel like there was some messages that people tell you that resonated with you, definitely take that advice and work on it. That's going to be very crucial for you. You also have gravel, involvement with the law. So I don't know, I feel like this, I'm getting this message like, just be careful when you drive, try not to speed too much because you might get a ticket. So just be a little more mindful with the things that you do in your day-to-day life so that you are keeping yourself out of trouble, right? You never really want anything on your record. Next, you have Target, a goal-oriented person. So I also feel that, okay, what I'm getting is you allowing things to happen, letting the offerings come into your life, flowing with life, is actually going to help you reach the target of wherever you want to go. I know that some people, when you tell them to relax, they kind of freak out because they feel like they're not going to achieve whatever they want to achieve. But Spirit is saying that you don't have to worry because you actually taking time to rest and find peace and just calm down. Like you doing that is going to help you reach the target way faster than you would have if you kept pushing yourself. You also have boat, money and property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. So this is pretty straightforward. I feel that you will have money coming in and it's going to come from, so like, okay, let me talk about this card a little bit more. So you know how inheritance, winning or windfall, these all have the same kind of energy because it just happens. You can't do anything to control whether you got an inheritance or if you win the lottery or have a windfall of money, because everything in this card says it's out of your control. So if right now you're working really hard and trying to control the way that money is going to come into you, Spirit is saying that that's actually not how your money is going to come in. And we're not going to tell you how it's going to come in. Just know that it is coming in and there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do to stop it or make it come faster or slower or the amount. Like, everything is set in stone. You just need to allow it to come in so that it can come in. We are giving you advice in saying that you need to make space and declutter and allow things to flow. And then you'll start to see it flow. But you have no control over it. Like, you working extra hard and working 80 hours a week is not going to help you get that money. So just find a way to relax, group number 3s. And then you have teardrops, great personal sorrow. I feel that with this card, what I'm getting is that you haven't been taking care of yourself lately, group number 3. And so your higher self, your inner self, your mind, your childhood self, they're all crying because they're like, I need you to take care of you. Like, I need you to take care of yourself so that you can keep going. I don't want you to burn out. I don't want you to just stress out too much. Please take care of yourself. And you have a chair empty. Someone is leaving your life. So this could be unhealthy connections that doesn't serve you. I know it could be painful for any kind of thing to leave or any kind of change to happen, but this is the kind of absence that's going to make you grow, right? It's like removing the weeds in your garden so that your garden can thrive and flourish. So it's that kind of like pulling away what is not needed. It could be a person, it could be unhealthy habits. So you are going to get rid of something that is going to make space for something else to come and fill the chair, if that makes sense. All right, so now we're going to get into the specific categories of your reading. We're going to start out by looking at your finances, and then love and relationship, and then career. The reason why I did finances and career at the same time, because finance to me is kind of more material, like money. You can actually like see it in your bank account. And career talks to me about more of a personal, spiritual, mental growth. So that's why I have those 3 categories. So starting with your finances, you guys have Mars in Aquarius with rebellion. And this talks about a change in the flow, right? Like, rebellion means that everything was going by a certain status quo, and then suddenly there's a change. There's a rebellion, right? A change in the trajectory of how things were going. So that is the energy that I'm getting in your finances, which makes sense with the boat card. Like, when you have certain inheritance or just all of a sudden something happens, it kind of has the rebellion energy of a complete change that is unexpected. So that is what I am getting. So unexpected change coming in for your finances. And we are going to look into a few tarot cards. Oh goodness. Okay, so that is way too many. I am going to take these. So we're going to take 4 cards to see what we can expect. Okay, so first we're going to start out with the Ace of Pentacles. So again, you do have financial blessings that are coming in, so you don't have to worry about that. And Ace of Pentacles, like aces, always talks to me about how it's a blessing from the universe. It's something unexpected. It's a new beginning. So you're going to have some fresh start in terms of your finances coming in this second half of the year. And it's going to help you embark on a new journey. So if you wanted to invest or look into different forms of investment or buy like a new item, you will be able to do that because of this new abundance that's coming in. And then you also have Two of Cups. So again, with the Lovers-esque energy, I think that this is a union, like you and this financial gain, financial knowledge, financial journey is a divinely orchestrated union. So like we were talking about the flow, there's nothing that you can do to stop it or control it. You also have Page of Pentacles, so very nice pentacle cards coming out. I believe that this influx, this change in trajectory of your finances is going to help you to embark on a new journey where you're going to learn new skills when it comes to growing and taking care of your finances. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of like new financial knowledge I'm seeing going into the second half of the year. And then lastly, you guys have the King of Cups. And to me, this talks about emotional fulfillment, but in a very mature way. So I think that when you have these financial influx coming in, you're not going to be persuaded by your emotions. Like, so the example I'm getting is if you ever gotten like a huge sum of money, a lot of the time we let our emotions control us, like we let that excitement control us, especially like for example on paydays, right? When we get paid, you just go shopping because you're just so excited to see the money come in, and then your emotions get the better of you and you spend more than you should. I'm seeing that second half of the year, you're going to have a better grasp on your emotions and have a more mature way of fulfilling your emotional needs, that it doesn't hinder you in any way. You're not going to make irresponsible decisions when it comes to your finances because you have a better understanding, control, and maturity around the emotions that get stirred up by the money that's coming in. All right, now we're going to look into your love and relationship part of the reading, group threes. So for that, you guys have Sun in Virgo with health. So this card to me talks about being pampered. The Sun always talks about happiness, so I feel that in your love and relationship you're going to be well taken care of. So if you don't have anybody right now, I feel that you're going to be meeting people who wants to take care of you, who wants to pamper you, who wants to treat you like a princess. And for those in a committed relationship, you're going to be very pampered by your loved ones as well. And with the Virgo energy, I'm also getting that you need to kind of establish some kind of structure, but at the same time not to be too controlling and nitpicky with your relationship expectations. I know that Virgos usually have this tendency to be a perfectionist. You guys have really high standards, and this card is almost saying like you need to know what is a good realistic standard for you, like what is fluff and what is important that's going to bring about happiness. I think once you are able to find clarity on what it is that makes you truly, truly happy, then you will start seeing signs and confirmation around you that proves that the people and the relationships in your life actually really care about you. And yeah, like you'll start to find signs that you're taken care of and cared for in your relationships. All right, so now let's take a look at some tarot cards to get more messages about your love and relationship in the next 6 months. So let's take a look at the cards that we got. Let me put these away nicely. Okay, let's start with this one that came out. So you have the moon. This is also reflected in here. So the moon energy, I feel that what is gonna come is so unexpected that you can't even imagine how it feels right now, or how your relationships in your life could turn around for you. Like, it's something you can't imagine. Something, yeah, just way beyond your expectation. I'm also seeing that you will be in that energy of flow, in that feminine energy, because the moon to me is always talking about feminine energy. So you will be in that energy where you'll be taken care of and people will pour into your cups. Yeah, for your relationship. And then the next card that we have is Page of Swords. So I think with this Page of Swords energy, you're almost like finding a gentler approach, a more childlike, innocent approach to communication. So because of the way you communicate, you know how children always communicate, like they speak their mind, but at the same time, they speak it so sincerely and innocently that you can't really get mad at them. And how when children communicate, it's like they tell you what you want, well, they tell you what they want, and grown-ups always kind of give in to it. So that's the energy that I'm getting in terms of this card for your relationship. I feel that you'll be able to speak your needs and desires in such a way that is sincere and heartfelt to the other people around you, that they will be wanting to fulfill your desires for you. So you're going to unlock that level of communication when it comes to your relationship. And then you have the Five of Cups. So this Five of Cups is special to me because usually the person is looking at the spilled cups. However, this girl is looking at the cup that is filled with this little fish. It's almost like a Page of Cups energy. And that is letting me know that, like, you know what you're blessed with, and you'll be able to see the blessings in terms of relationship and emotional fulfillment that is right in front of you for the second half of the year. But not only that, you will also have more emotional fulfillments coming in, like more people want to be there for you, want to support you. So that is what is to be expected. And finally, your last card, you have the Eight of Wands. So this is letting me know that it is a very fast moving energy that's coming in, like almost like the dandelions floating in the wind. It's just going to come in suddenly. I think once you make space for the love and the abundance, like once you make space for the universe to shower you with everything that you're deserving of, it's just going to come in. Like your whole reading is giving me the energy of like, it's just going to happen. There's nothing you need to do other than to declutter and get rid of unhealthy patterns and unhealthy mindsets. All right, and then your final card, for your career, you have Otter with the Moon in Virgo. So very strong Virgo energy in your readings as well. And Virgo season could be significant for you, and that is going to be late August to September. That's when Virgo season is going to be, and Virgos could be very significant for you as well. But with Otter coming up in your career reading, I feel that you're going to be blessed with more structure and more order when it comes to your career. You know, there could be very clear ways for you to maybe climb that career ladder to get more promotions. There could be clear ways of how to do your job, clear times of when you can go home and when you can go to work. But there's just going to be better structure in your career, and everything is going to become more clear as well. And I also feel like all the fruits that you've planted before will start to blossom and grow. So you'll see that the efforts that you've put in to work on your career is going to start bearing fruit in the next 6 months. Yeah. And now let's get into the tarot cards again to see any additional messages for your career, for the second half of the year. Let's take these out. Spirit, can I have 2 more cards, please, for group number 3 and the messages that you have for them with regards to their career? We need 1 more. I feel like with your reading, like the cards are taking a little longer to come out. It's almost like Spirit is saying, we don't really need to give you a lot of guidance because we just need you to chill out. We just need you to relax, group 3s. You don't need to know all of this. You just need to know that you're going to be taken care of. But anyway, you guys have King of Wands. So very good to have King energy in a career reading. I feel that you're going to be reaching new level of power, authority. This gives me like the Emperor vibe almost. So whatever you say is going to spark a lot of inspiration and passion for the people around you that you communicate with. And I just feel that you're going to be in a you're going to be fired up in your career in the next half of the year. It's not going to burn you out, and you'll be able to harness that passion to bring you higher up that ladder. And then you also have 3 of Cups, so there's going to be a lot of celebration. I think this could also be because you're going to get promoted in your work, and so your friends, your colleagues, your co-workers are going to celebrate with you. A lot of fun times coming in. There might be quite a bit of office parties happening. And then you have Knight of Pentacles, very nice. I think whatever you're growing with the Otter card is going to come into slow fruition and show the slow moving energy of abundance. And I say slow because like sometimes like you have the fast energy of the inheritance, right? All of a sudden you get blessed with a whole bunch of money. You have that, but you also have the slower moving energy of stability. So you're going to have both, and you're going to be blessed with both. And I find that in life it is important to have a balance of both of that energy. Like money can be slow moving all the time. You need some kind of like quick, like turnaround, but having the stability is also very, very good for you. And you have the King of Swords, so very strong. You actually have all the King cards except for the King of Pentacles, which is really cool. So you have the King of Swords. I feel that not only will you be able to inspire and spread your messages in a very passionate way, you will also be very communicative. Like you will be able to communicate very clearly, speak your mind as well. And I also feel that with the King cards, I think you are really going to get a promotion where you're going to be more of a management or like high management, upper management, leadership kind of position. Like you're not going to be the entry level anymore, or even if you're still in the, not the management role, but in the staffing role, I feel like you'll be put in positions like team lead or some kind of a leadership position with all the King cards. And that is why the ability to inspire and the ability to communicate clearly is going to play a very crucial role in the next 6 months of this year. So yeah, group number 3, this is all the reading that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me here and allowing me to do this reading for you. I really hope that it resonated with you. And if it did, you can leave me a like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!